Hey there, folks. Today, we'll be delving into a rather intriguing subject: banned gadgets that people are still allowed to buy. These items might raise eyebrows, but can be legally acquired in many places. Let's dive right in. First up, we have the spy pen. This seemingly innocuous writing instrument holds a hidden camera and audio recording device. You should know that they are not the same as tactical pens, which are mainly designed for self-defense. You don't want to get into a fight with somebody that has one. With this gadget, you can keep an eye on your cheating spouse, or even record illegal business proceedings while running an undercover operation. Just kidding. Don't do that. But if you happen to try getting into a bit of mischief, no one would suspect a thing. It's easy to see why this would be banned from use. Spy pens are especially useful in classrooms and offices, where pens are common. However, they have their downsides. Spy pens are twice as thick as regular pens, so if a professional takes a good look at them, you might get caught. Another disadvantage is the recording angle. This is no CCTV camera, so things might get tricky if you're not in the target's field of view. You should also know that the battery life of an average spy pen isn't very long. Many on Amazon only last about 70 minutes, so that might be a problem. But the best part is that they aren't costly, so you getting your hands on one shouldn't be too difficult. Purchasing them isn't illegal. Just try not to use it for nefarious purposes that can land you in hot water. Next, on our list is a conductive device disguised as a flashlight. When you live in a rough side of town, you start to see the need for one of these things. You don't have to get assaulted before you take the necessary precautions. It's a great tool for deterring stalkers and other troublemakers, combining illumination with self-defense capabilities. The shock from one of these bad boys can be excruciating in the hands of an idiot. They could be dangerous. Let's talk about the hinge of legality. In 2017, a woman, based in Timmins, Canada, imported a stun gun flashlight purchased on a Czech website. Immediately, it crossed the border. The police were alerted, and she was asked to appear in court. While stun guns might be prohibited in some places, these gadgets can sometimes slip through legal loopholes. In the US, 48 out of the 50 states allow stun guns, but possessing one can earn you nothing less than a 5-year prison sentence in the UK. So before you get one, do your homework and check your local laws, which vary significantly. In 2008, certain planes flying over Sydney in Australia were attacked by high-powered laser pointers. The pilots were almost blinded, and the fun of a few could have led to multiple deaths. You could see why they're banned. After that year, other countries started taking extra measures and strict precautions. While they might be great assets during a presentation or even while playing with your cat, they are classified as weapons in countries like Australia. The lawmakers there need to chill though. Literally, anything can be used as a weapon in the wrong hands. The Australian government is very strict with these laws and severe with their penalties. They ensure that anyone caught with a laser pointer of more than 1 milliwatt power gets a 2-year prison time or pays a fine of $5,500. However, in countries like the United Kingdom, the lower-powered laser pointers, typically those under Class 2, are usually still legal for everyday use. Anything more can get you into trouble. The United States has similar laws. Bump keys are a locksmith's tool of the trade, but can also be exploited by individuals with malicious intent. Despite their potential for misuse, you can always purchase them online or in supply stores. After all, they are technically legal. On YouTube, you'll find a ton of videos on how to use them. We all know they come in handy in situations where you misplace your car or house key. In the US, Illinois is the only state that explicitly mentions them as illegal. Over there, they are considered as instruments of theft and destruction, which, when you think about it, is also actually pretty accurate. If you ever plan on getting a set, use it only to break into your property. Using them on someone else's without permission is a crime. The tech marvels of our time, aerial drones, come next. While there are strict regulations governing drone use, purchasing them is generally not illegal. However, operating drones in restricted areas or invading others' privacy can lead to hefty fines or legal consequences. For example, in the United States, using a drone in your backyard is cool. No one will arrest you. But flying it over a government building is a federal crime. In countries like Nigeria, you must obtain authorization from the Civil Aviation Authority. NCAA, and the National Security Advisor before flying an unmanned aerial vehicle, UAV, in the nation's airspace. Just so you know, a process like this could take weeks. So getting a license for momentary fun might not be in your best interest. There have been cases where drones were used to perpetrate evil. A woman from Sydney caught her ex-husband stalking and spying on her with one of these bots. Creepy, right? Another was used to film people entering their PINs into an ATM. Believed to have originated from ancient Greece and Rome, knuckle dusters, also known as brass knuckles, are designed for hand-to-hand combat. Laws regarding these vary widely, with some places considering them deadly weapons while others treat them as novelty items. Certain states in America, such as California and New York, prohibit them, and in Illinois, you're not even allowed to wear them as jewelry. They are not toys, and they're definitely not jewelry material. Why would you even consider flaunting them around? Brass knuckles can inflict serious injury on others. They have been known to cause fractures, concussions, and even lead to death in some situations. Radar detectors are commonly used to identify speed traps set up by law enforcement. Most of them can sense signals up to a 3-mile distance. And once they sense the presence of a radar gun, the radar detectors inform you audibly and visibly. Even though these devices are legal in most places, the police are convinced that people who use them are more likely to commit crimes than those who do not. Nevertheless, these things are available on most shopping sites. Interestingly, the money you would pay for a single speeding ticket could actually buy one. That's how accessible they are. Sounds a bit cruel to detain people for not wanting to throw their hard-earned money away. So the penalty for having one of these things is usually a fine of $100 or more. Sometimes, the devices are seized. Finally, we have the hidden blade comma gadget that might seem straight out of an action movie. While these may raise eyebrows, owning one is often not illegal. On a normal day, an ordinary pocket knife is considered an everyday tool, right? So what's the harm if I try to give my knife sheath another design? If you prance around with one of these, brandishing it as a weapon, it could have serious consequences. In the United Kingdom, carrying a knife disguised as anything else is illegal. In some places, even butterfly knives are banned. So use common sense and respect local weapon laws. Before we wrap up, a word of caution: laws regarding these gadgets can change, and what's legal in one place might not be in another. Besides, how you use them can make all the difference. Which one was your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and remember to drop a like. Thanks for watching.